Yeah, I don't want to be too far from the cog, so I can, if something happens here, I can get to them, or if something happens there, they can get to me.
Yeah, the distance you're apart is probably more than enough that it wouldn't be relevant.
Hmm.
Like,
Lex would ask Fox though, what's your plan? It seems the mission went really good and you were quite key to it. So do you want to go on missions in the future? Um, if so, how can we reach you once you're, you know, off the street?
Good question. Send pigeon.
Send a pigeon. Okay.
yeah,
You want to share your plans or nah?
he probably just doesn't have any plans at the moment.
I was just curious if he was just going to say he's going to sleep at uh, Timothy's place and just never ask Timothy if that was fine.
That's fair. He can also just be a transient homeless guy.
He could.
Yeah. I just wander the streets. I'm just used to it. Been doing it for 25 years. Why not?
At least now you can afford good shoes to do it in.
Yeah, there's a
Right.
bootmaker. There's a bootmaker right across the street from the cog. Get yourself a nice pair of boots so that while you're walking the streets, you're comfortable. Nice high boots.
Here, I got it. I got it,
soul.
Lex. You can send your cat to come get me.
Where?
That would be Timothy's cat.
Where?
He has my scent. We just did a mission. He'll be able to find me. He'll know who I am.
You know we just did a mission in the sewer, right? If your scent's stronger than the sewer, you know what? I'm not gonna judge. I am gonna judge you. I'm lying to you.
I was living on the streets. What do you expect for 25 years? You think I showered much?
I'd like to believe you stole soap once a week.
That's if I could find a thing of water without getting bludgeoned.
Well, now you have 50 gold pieces. You can go to a bathhouse.
You're rich, and that's just the start.
Honestly, 50 gold is a lot. You can do a lot with that.
For a mundane, regular, 50 gold is a lot for level 1 to begin with.
50 gold is a lot for a civilian. It's piss poor for like an adventurer, but for a civilian, you can do a lot with that.
How much do we have in our game tomorrow already? Just from one cave?
I think there's like 60 grand in that laying on the ground. You guys just need to pick up.
I guess since Timothy already introduced himself to Timothy as everyone, Lex can't really hide his real identity to Richard. Okay.
Can if you want.
I mean,
These
it's
are
a bit
the
late.
only
Like everyone already knows who you are.
These people are going to be the only ones who know who I am.
The cog is nicely situated on the main road too, which I like. I think it's the main road.
Yep, that's the main road through the district.
Interesting that it gets smaller at this point.
Yeah, but if you follow it to the north and then continue east, it gets big again.
Oh yeah, it got small here too. Oh, that's interesting.
Everything circles around the keep in the middle. You notice the road that goes south there is also wide.
Oh yeah, they all do it.
Yeah, there's 4 pinwheel roads in the middle that all encircle the keep, and all the other roads are 10 feet.
That was a very good decision for the cog.
Yeah, that's one of the main routes out of the district. There's 4 main exits from the district, and there's like a 20-foot high wall around the district.
Yeah.
Wait, is this a house right here? No, that's gotta be that's another inn, yeah.
If you look really close, you can see the blue bed and the white pillow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's what oh, okay.
Yeah, if you zoom in to 250%, you can see the bows on the table and the Fletchers and the anvils, treasure chests, plates, fruit, vegetables, kegs, skins, hats, pants.
I'm assuming that's a house then, because I don't see anything, but that's a big house.
What's a big house?
That one.
I think that's the herbalist.
Oh, okay.
Is the square house a house, or is that like a barn
That is
with
a
the hay
stable.
outside?
Yeah, it's a stable. It's
That's
a
where I'm gonna stay, guys. Right there at the stable.
I hide in the stables, sleep with the horses.
Lex is gonna have to make a mental note to talk to you about whatever trauma you went through.
Okay, so we decided we're gonna level up for next session.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Okay, for the next mission, have two options. One is the Leaning Tower of Death, and the other one is the Bottle of Wine.
Can we find a language that's not common so we can all take one rank in linguistics and just speak that one very uncommon language to each other? I have an 18. I have a language slot open, but I'm just like everybody else. We should.
I have 2 ranks in linguistics.
I'm just thinking like it might be smart for us to speak something not very well known by the general population.
I know native, common, goblin, and elven, plus a bonus language.
Where's
The bonus language
what-
is what the asterisk means. So you speak, your native language is Miscanese. The common in this area is Eastern Common. You get 1 as a free language and 1 for your high intelligence, and then you have 2 ranks in linguistics, which gives you Goblin and Elven. What language do you want to speak, Timothy?
Well, I'm thinking we could speak something like Terran or something like, I don't know, just something not common.
Yeah, Terran
Not
would be a
flush,
good
because-
language.
Terran, yeah. We could all speak Terran to each other. Just what?
Stay out of the dwarf quarter.
That's true. Or we could speak like Ignan or Infernal.
Infernal is probably fairly recognizable. Like, it might not be something they speak, but it's not something you want to speak publicly.
Okay. Neutral evil, fiendish, probably not what we want to speak commonly either.
Yeah, you probably want to pick a relatively neutral language that wouldn't be common. Ignian would be good. Aquan would be fine.
Yeah, if if you guys want to pick up Ignian, we can speak that to each other.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's fine.
Ignan?
It'd probably be a bit weird when, a group of 4 people are speaking to each other in a obviously secret language. It might attract attention, but other than that, yeah, I have no problem with it.
I mean, it would and it wouldn't.
Well, the idea is that you would speak covertly in the secret language so that people don't overhear you, but if they do overhear you, they probably don't understand you, versus yelling it across the bar.
Okay, fair enough then.
Mm-hmm. Like if we're all sitting around a table at the broken cog, we can speak Ignan to each other, and people just be like, "Huh," and then go back to drinking.
What did we decide on?
Ignan.
Yeah, you just take 1 rank in linguistics. Every rank you take in linguistics gives you an extra language. So if you look on your linguistics line, it says your intelligence is +1, and then you have 2 ranks, and that's your total of 3. The 2 ranks count for Goblin and Elven, so if you took a 3rd rank in there, you could put Ignan in there. And it's even a Draconic language.
So at least I get all my every single knowledge ability now, so I don't roll a negative on knowledges.
Which knowledge didn't you have?
I didn't have engineering or planar, or nature.
Fair enough. Remember, you get diligent student at 2nd level too.
Right, so what do we want to do? The Leaning Tower of Death?
I'm gonna let you guys decide.
Diligent student. I get a knowledge skill and gain skill focus bonus. I'm stupid not to just take knowledge or skill focus arcana, right?
It's completely up to you. Depends on what you're interested in.
I mean, if you want to be a master of the sewers, dungeoneering's not a bad option. Local is good for people, nobility for nobles, arcana
Actually,
for pure magic, but I
the
mean, spellcraft is usually a lot more for magic and typically.
Yeah,
actually
Arcana
Dungeoneering
doesn't
might
have a specific bias outside of like identifying magical creatures and magic items and stuff like that. It's not like it helps you cast spells or beat spell penetration or anything like that.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, I'll figure it out. And I actually weird game that I'm actually gonna put points into insight and intuition in.
Yeah, when you have able learner, those are huge skills because every other class gets them as cross class, so they're highly limited. But you could get 5 ranks in there and really boost that up.
Intuition is a really great skill. I finally looked at that one.
I just put 3 ranks into it, which brings my intuition up to a +5 from my +2.
Yeah, it goes both ways. It's a skill that you can boost for when you have a low intelligence or wisdom, or if you have a high one, just make it absolutely insane so that you can make those checks. The real perk with those two is the synergies you get at 5, 10, and 15.
Oh, do they have good synergies with them?
+2 perception and +2 sense motive.
Oh shit. Also, I love how my stealth is higher than my fucking spellcraft as a wizard.
Well, it's because you've got a cat as your familiar.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Intuition can also be used if you fail a perception.
Well, guys, I gotta get off. I need to get my daughter to sleep.
Oh, fair enough. It was a lot of fun.
No worries. We'll figure out a mission and post it in the Discord.
Okay. Do we just log out of this and it saves everything, or how do we do
Yep,
that?
it's just a website. Nothing changes when you leave.
Do you have a preference at all?
I do not have a preference. Just remember, I'll be in the stable house with the horses.
Come and get me
Don't
when you
worry, I
figure
will
it out.
not forget that.
All right. We will figure it out for you.
Okay.
Catch you later, Cody.
Later.
It was a lot of fun.
Later.
Yeah, it was a good start.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you guys
Is
think?
there any more knowledge we can get on or any more info we can get on both the missions?
No, because it's not a deck of cards. You're not picking one in the physical sense. I was just giving you the option of doing that.
Okay.
Originally, when they did the Leaning Tower of Death, I think was their first mission, and the wine was their second mission.
Oh, so we'll do
Yeah.
one or the other eventually.
Yeah, I have a bunch of missions set up. That means it's a lot less work for me to actually get going. But I also have a table for just rolling random shit. So if you guys are like, yeah, we're not really interested in that. The goal here is that what I give you is supposed to be something you're interested in. If the ideas that I have don't interest you, then I'll come up with something else and we can go from there. But I need to know now what to prep for the next session because everything's going to be get it ready for the next session sort of thing.
I'm down for the bottle of wine. Sky, not everybody needs to hear you right now. Bottle of wine?
You care, Joe?
I'm good. I can do a bottle of wine.
I'm sure you can.
It's not something you're going to put up your rectum.
Hey, it's the quickest way to get drunk.
You know, you say that now, but now that's going to be a challenge for him to do somehow work that in.
True that. True that.
I've never considered grabbing this spell, but reduce person might actually have play in a intrigue game.
There are lots of places that reduced person would be super useful. One of the things I did not do in the sewer map is put in the 5-foot sewer tunnels. I just didn't have time to put that much detail, and it wasn't relevant to the situation. But a 5-foot sewer tunnel would make an excellent escape route in a situation where you could cast Reduce Person, and now you fit down the tunnel without any problems.
Mm.
Yeah, because reduce person halves it would turn me into a halfling.
Yeah, and then you could just run down the tunnel, whereas anyone human-sized would have to squeeze to get down the tunnel.
The hobbits are coming after me! The hobbits are coming after me!
They're taking the hobbits to Isengard! To Isengard!
They're taking me back.
Good news is now I can actually afford the Forger's Kit.
The what kit?
The Forger's Kit.
Oh, Forger's Kit. So now you can start your crimes against humanity?
We would never do that. We are lawful citizens.
No, we're not. I mean,
This
I
is
maybe.
why. Okay, you will cave immediately in front of a guard. My God, man. I need to get you a dictionary and highlight the word subtlety in it.
I mean, eventually, why? I won't cave. I'll just, I don't know, snort some mushroom dust and get away.
So a guard sees you, asks something, you're like, you won't cave, you'll snort mushroom dust. Okay. I wish you luck with this plan.
And run down the street.
Well, I'm taking all my clothes off.
You know what? Good luck.
And,
Wish you all
and,
the
and
luck.
then my baby mama will see me and go, "What the fuck?"
Oh yeah, someone actually bred with you. That's crazy.
I have a kid somewhere in this town. I don't know where the brothel is,
That
but
is the
I have
true
a kid.
injustice in this world. Respectfully.
Respectfully, you suck.
Do you have stuff like sleep and hypnosis and charm person?
No, he took copy and Asmodeus or whatever the hell it's called.
Amanuensis, yep.
Okay, because I'm like looking at the illusion spells, and they're all. I have disguise self, I have color spray, I have silent image, and I have ventriloquism. But magic aura just doesn't seem appealing.
Magic aura would be good if you think about smuggling things or needing to hide a magic item. Like if you want to counterfeit something, could be good to take like a random rusty sword, give it the magic aura of a +1 weapon. All of a sudden, people think of a very fancy old antique item. You know, you could do
Oh,
things like
okay.
that.
Honestly, comprehend languages might just be the best thing to take.
Yeah, comprehend language is always good, but
Comprehend languages is useful. The thing is, when you already have a ridiculously high intelligence and ranks in linguistics, it quickly becomes meaningless because you know all the languages.
That's true. I have another language I need to learn, but I currently have 6.
what are the common languages that would be in town? You said Terran and Dwarven for the Dwarven sector. I assume there's an Elven sector.
There isn't specifically an elven sector in this district, but there are elves in the city. Elven, Sylvan, Dwarven, Terran. There's halflings in the district as well. Behind the cog, the round structures are halfling, and the pink inn to the northeast of the round structures is a halfling inn.
Okay.
So it's not a huge population of halflings, but there's probably 20 or 30 of them in the district. There's a couple of dozen dwarves.
Oh, There's a spell called Detect Secret Doors. That's kind of neat.
In a game like this, that would actually be super valuable. The only problem with Detect Secret Doors is that you have to think there's a secret door there, and then you have to cast it. And I don't think it lasts that long. So it's basically...
minute a level.
Well, that's not too bad. But...
Enough to get, if you're in a room, long enough to at least figure out if there's a secret door in the room, if you think there's a secret door in the room.
Well, that's kind of my point, is if you think there's a secret door in the room, you would just look for a secret door. It only really comes into play when you fail to find the secret door that you think is there. But if you were doing something where you expected there to be secret doors, then it would make sense to cast it and then just have it go, oh, there's a secret door there, and there's a secret door there, and because it lasts a minute a level, like it's not very good at second level, it's only 20 rounds, but that entire adventure probably only took you 20 rounds. Like, if you had cast it to find that secret door that was right there and completely obvious to you, it probably would have lasted until you guys left the basement.
I'm just more looking for stuff because I'm not trying to go more get combat spells. Because if we get in combat, I'm praying our rogue is enough to take them out. I do have days and like stuff to stop or help with the fighting, but I don't want to really have damaging spells. Not yet, anyways.
That's fair.
I might take magic missile down the road, but right now. Floating disc, that would be a weird spell to take.
Floating disc. Be good if you want to take out large cargo.
Yeah, floating disc is absolutely amazing if you want to move a lot of weight.
Like those chests. Like we could have just taken those chests on the floating disc if you can get them on top.
Oh, I guess we don't really have any strength-based people either.
Yeah, like you could have had Lex and Richard pick up the chests from either end and put them on the floating disc, and you just wave it down the hall.
Actually, I'm gonna switch reduce person for floating disc. Yeah. Or an hour a level. Holy shit.
Yeah,
that's not bad.
It's a getting treasure back to town spell.
Yeah.
Granted, getting it up the sewer will probably be a difficult part, but you know, that's a part we can just go by hand, piece by piece. At that point, if it's right next to your place.
And I think the disc stays with you, like it hovers off the ground.
Yeah, it floats along horizontally within the spell range, and which is close, and will accompany you at a rate of no more than your normal speed each round, if not otherwise directed. It maintains a constant interval of 5 feet between you and itself. It winks out of existence if you move beyond the range or try to move the disc more than 3 feet away from the surface beneath it.
Yeah, that's your problem. You'd need a ramp to get it out of the sewer, but there are lots of situations where you're not going to be in a sewer. And if you buy a house, you could create a sewer connection that you could just bring it into your basement and dump it there. So what's your perform check?
My perform is, I think, going to be comedy. Like stand up.
Oh, it says right in the perform thingy per day.
Oh, it is. Yeah, as I said, I just wasn't sure if it was like, you know, if you do it like 5-7 days a week, people just get tired of listening to you because it's.
Well, it depends on how good your performance is. I'm sure if
I guess that's true.
A world-class comedian like Dave Chappelle was staying at your house for 2 weeks, you would get bored of him after he made fun of you for 20 minutes.
That's fair.
Gotcha, bitch!
But if Oscar the Grouch was staying at your house, you'd probably get sick of him in like 10 minutes. So a day usually represents about 8 to 10 hours of work, depending upon the situation.
Fair.
So a lot of times, I don't get super fidgety about it, but like adventuring bards, frequently at the end of their adventuring day, they'll go and perform in the tavern, and they'll just roll the check for determining how much it is. When you're making copper pieces per day, that's not unbalancing the game, whether you make it in 4 hours, 2 hours, or 8 hours.
Fair.
Like, even at a 40 plus, 3d6 platinum pieces a day. Like, 18 platinum pieces is only 180 gold pieces with a 40 check.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So it's not one of those things that's like, oh god, that's unreasonable. And it can be very swingy too. Like, you can roll a good check and then roll bad on the dice. You can roll a bad check and roll well on the dice.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
I guess do I have anything I want to do? Not really. We just did a task. Lex is gonna stay down. Richard hates himself, so I think he would just perform.
Can you make decent performing? Because if you have 5
I
ranks
don't
in
know.
your profession, the gold you get is actually pretty nuts. Like I just got 43 gold in 2 weeks for my profession checks.
That's not bad.
How did you get 43 gold in 2 weeks?
You! Get out! Enough! Get out! No money for you! You're really making my skin crawl. What? I have nothing left to give, you asshole!
So you can attempt 5 ranks when using profession checks to earn income. You earn gold pieces equal to the results of your check each week. Rolling 2 checks, I rolled a 25 and an 18.
Oh, wow.
Yes, at 15 ranks, you can attempt to earn income. You earn income once per day instead of per week.
Where did you roll the 25 and the 18?
Timothy rolls 20 plus 7, rolls 20 plus 7. Right under
okay.
the 15 rank.
I just saw Richard at the bottom rolled his profession checks, and he's got a 21 and an 8. Yeah, well, you rolled 2 18s. Or you rolled an 18 and 11. That's way above average.
Yeah, so I mean, it just paid for my rent this month and my guard dogs. So,
And you're what?
guard dogs are really cheap.
Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out?
And
It's just a once a buy thing.
It's
and
half
just
your
a
check.
guard dog.
It's half your check.
It's the 5 rank synergy you got.
Yeah,
No,
I have 5 ranks.
Oh, is that what it is?
Five ranks. Yeah, when using this I'm looking at the skills new. Yeah, when using profession checks to earn income, you gain gold pieces equal to the result of your check each week.
That seems insane.
Straight from your document.
No, I understand it straight from my document. It's supposed to be silver pieces and copper pieces, I believe.
Untrained laborers and assistants, that is characters without. Oh, that's ranks without.
You are profession what?
Profession in rat catching.
Oh, okay.
So should we change?
Oh, it says that right in the description. You can practice your trade and make a decent living, earning about half your profession check in gold pieces per week of dedicated work.
And then we have the 5 rank bonus.
No, that's totally fine. I just thought that it was way less than that. Like, for most people, earning a silver piece a day is a reasonable wage. And even if you did that for 7 days, it's only 0.1 gold pieces.
And have to
Sorry,
relook at the
0.7 gold
profession.
pieces.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Gonna revisit the profession
Well,
skill now.
I'm just looking at craft, because craft is pretty fucking terrible, as I recall. Maybe that's where I'm thinking it's from. Yeah, put the price into silver pieces. Find the DC. Pay 1/3 of the item's raw materials. Make a craft check each week. If the check succeeds, multiply your check result by the DC. If the result times the DC equals the price of the item in silver pieces, then you have completed the item. So, you multiply it. That might be the difference. So you make the DC, and then you multiply it by... Yeah, you make what you roll on the check times the DC if you succeed. So if you're making a DC 15 thing and you roll a 15, that's 225 silver pieces, which is 25 gold or 20 gold.
Oh, okay.
I want to buy a house before you start doing renovations on it.
How much would it be to buy the place I'm in?
In this district, for a little house, probably 2,500 gold pieces.
Oh, damn.
That's not bad.
That's actually it really isn't.
You're probably just gonna need to justify. I don't know. I don't know how big the tax man is gonna be here, but probably gonna need ways to launder money.
Why do you need to launder your money?
Well, I mean, if all of a sudden, let's say, Timothy the rat catcher starts purchases a big house on a rat catcher salary by himself and starts, having a fancy carriage taking him places he eats at the the nicest restaurants and whatnot, people are might start to wonder, where's he getting all this money from?
I mean, I don't
Fair
think
enough.
buying a house is unreasonable. I feel
No,
like
no,
there's...
I'm not saying it's not. I just mean,
I'm not gonna do all the other shit.
I don't believe you.
You said no, and the lie detector test determined that was a lie.
I have no need. I just need my own space. I don't like people. People suck. Inside might be a little extravagant, but
Might be a
Okay,
little
fair.
extravagant.
yeah. I'm a wizard. I'm sure at certain levels I can start increasing the size of the inside of my house ever so slowly with spells.
Extra dimensional home.
A home that front door is just turns into a demi-plane.
Do you remember
That
that
would be
from the Planescape game?
The Lady of Pain's demi-plane?
When Kenny went to talk to the wizard or get magic items or something, he followed the wizard into his office, and he didn't realize right away, but his office was a demi-plane. I don't know how Kenny figured it out, but somehow he figured out that they were no longer in the City of Pain. They were in like an extra dimensional space.
Wasn't it because he had a greater status on us and he couldn't detect us anymore?
That might have been it. Is he left the
'cause he always
plane,
kept-
so he couldn't interact with you anymore?
Yeah, he keeps greater status on us at all times. He kept it on us 24/7. Because he got really freaked out when I went to go visit Tyr on my own, and he couldn't detect me anymore. His character got all antsy, and he was like, "Is he dead?
Is he dead yet?
Is he dead yet?"
Random question on the expense table. There's some once you get to like modest, it says it can maintain your equipment. Things like the kits that have 10 uses. Is it fair to say that you don't have to track it at that point since your expenses will cover it, or no?
It depends on what your expense level is and whether or not that would be reasonable. Like if you have a kit that costs 5 gold pieces per use to maintain and you're using it 3 times a day, that's not
That's
reasonable on 1 silver a month or a day or whatever. But if you have like a disguise kit and it has 50 uses in it and it costs you 3 gold pieces, yeah, that's totally reasonable.
Fair. I'll check that.
Same with things like spell components and obviously food and all that sort of stuff.
Makes sense. Disguise kit's 50. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, some of
I'll
the
wait on
kits are like extreme. It's like 50 gold pieces. Like that's 500 days pay. And how many uses do you get out of it?
Just 10.
So you're paying 5 gold pieces per use.
The thing is, you can get a generic masterwork tool for a skill for the same price that doesn't have charges.
Yeah. Oh, no, that's my point. Is that sounds more like it should be something that costs 5 silver or maybe 5 gold, but 50?
The disguise
Yeah.
the disguise kit costs 50 gold and it only gives you 10 uses. The fuck?
Yeah, I'm just going to be getting a bunch of masterwork tools. These kits are too expensive.
Thieves' tools don't break, it looks like. A water clock, this large, bulky contrivance gives time within
If you go
half
in
of the.
the arms and equipment, there's a black bodysuit that gives you +2 to high checks in the dark.
That's pretty sweet.
It's 30 gold, but
Yeah, I'll just become Batwoman.
it's niche and it's a +2, but it's cheaper than getting a masterwork item or something.
There's also a neat little spell that I came across called Net of Shadows. This spell gives the subjects concealment, but the shifting magic shadows and also inhibits the subject's ability to ascertain their surroundings. The subject can only see 5 feet through the shadows that coat them, and foes within that range have concealment from the subjects.
Yeah, but that is incredibly useful in situations where you don't want to attack.
Yeah, and dark vision cannot penetrate the net of shadows.
Okay, you guys got any questions before I take off?
Random question about perform versus profession. I know profession is like a daily check, so how does perform work in like this? Is that like 3 to 4 checks a week, or how? Like, what's a reasonable expectation for that?
Perform generally is per performance. I think in the description it has specific.
It is. I just wasn't sure if there's like a maximum reasonable amount of performances you could do in a period of time before it just becomes like a day job or a profession.
Should we be rolling our profession checks? Should we roll 2 weeks of them worth? 2 weeks worth of profession checks now?
If that is your plan for the 2 weeks, yeah.
I have nothing else going on other than just doing work, so.
Yeah, but just keep that in mind when we jump 2 weeks into the future and then Lex says, oh yeah, I was going to do this. And you're like, I want to do that.
I'll do like out of regular work day, so 2 weeks is what, 10 days?
Yep.